Today's New York Times music newsletter from critic Lindsay Zoladz is titled 7 Songs That Spun My Head Around, and it's exactly what it sounds like, a hodgepodge of sonic obsessions, rediscoveries, and happy accidents. Zoladz kicks things off with a confession. For the 8 months since its release, she had barely revisited Rosalia's ambitious album Lux, a record where the Spanish pop experimentalist sings in 13 different languages and inhabits the perspectives of long-dead saints and poets. She'd listened twice, recognized it as dense and demanding, and then just moved on. That changed after she caught Rosalia's Lux tour at Madison Square Garden. The show seamlessly blended ballet, opera, and classical music, with a 20-piece orchestra right there on the floor of the garden alongside full pop star spectacle. The moment that stuck with Zoladz most? Rosalia's eyes. She writes that she's never seen another arena musician convey such raw emotion through just a look, sparkling, fierce, and at one point, brimming with tears during a show-stopping aria. The featured track is La Perla, a kiss-off to an ex that Rosalia introduces each night with a mock Catholic confessional booth, usually featuring a celebrity audience member spilling their secrets. Next up is a discovery from a very different corner, a 1987 cult film called No Picnic, currently playing to packed houses at Film Forum in New York after being held over for more than 2 months. The film is a time capsule of mid-80s New York, rent strikes in the East Village, underground bars, and Keith Hernandez playing first base for the Mets. Its soundtrack led Zoladz to the Student Teachers, a short-lived teenage new wave band from the late 70s who met at a John Cale concert and played all the storied downtown New York clubs. Nearly forgotten until a YouTube commenter identified them in the film's trailer. Then there's a surprise from Sylvan Esso, the serenely blippy electropop duo. Their new standalone single Hot Slob sounds nothing like their usual work. It's sweaty, snotty, and hedonistically brash. Singer Amelia Meath declares, "I drink like a fish, I still don't know how to live / but I made it, can you hear it? Yeah, I'm living in the glitch." An infectious ode to messiness. Australian singer-songwriter Julia Jacklin also gets a mention, with her jangly, buoyant lead single Get Away From Me, I Think I'll Love You Soon, from her upcoming album The Gem. Zoladz recommends it for fans of Sharon Van Etten and self-deprecating self-knowledge. From there, the newsletter takes a wonderfully absurd turn. Zoladz recently finished a book called Hitchcock and Herman, about the working relationship between Alfred Hitchcock and composer Bernard Herrmann. The research led her down a rabbit hole to a piece of forgotten Hollywood ephemera, a cheerful, big band love theme that was written for Hitchcock's Vertigo, one of the darkest, most psychologically disturbing films ever made. Sample lyric, "This vertigo is driving me insane, my love / this vertigo that has me spinning like a top." It never made it into the film, but the book's author suggests it may have inspired the theme song from Mel Brooks's 1978 Hitchcock parody, High Anxiety. Also highlighted is a similarly mismatched romantic theme commissioned for Hitchcock's Marnie, sung by Nat King Cole, another case of a sunny song attached to a deeply unsettling movie. Finally, Zoladz spotlights Johnny Blue Skies, the country iconoclast Sturgill Simpson's alter ego, whose album Mutiny After Midnight just arrived on digital streaming after being available only as a physical release. The digital version includes a new cover of Procol Harum's 1967 classic A Whiter Shade of Pale, and Zoladz says it nails it, warmly impassioned vocals, and that iconic Hammond organ riff played with reverent faithfulness. The newsletter closes with a note that music executive Clive Davis, a titan of the industry who shepherded hits like If You Don't Know Me By Now, Blinded by the Light, and Smooth, died yesterday at the age of 94. 7 songs, 7 stories, and that's your spin for today.